In today's video, we will be talking about online resources. Online resources are information technology that provide access to a new type of educational resources which are not provided possible with traditional classroom textbooks. Before the widespread use of internet in classrooms, computer reference software on CDs or DVDs was provided. Some online reference materials or some reference software would be like this, the British Medical Association, which is basically a software that would be provided on actual hard disks such as CDs or DVDs, and they would be provided with the content that would be enhanced by the multimedia. So say for this example, we would have that during this, in this CD-ROM, there would be a plethora of information about family health encyclopedia, but then say you would go through the different motions of the pictures, and say you had, like, say this was the main page, and there was the heart. You could click on the heart, and the heart would tell you a plethora of information about that particular thing. And basically what it does is that the reference material was used through means such as through CDs and DVDs. And these were just what the reference material or the resources were before online resources were readily available. Some other online resources that are readily available to most people today would be such as Wikipedia or an Encyclopedia Britannica Online, which is a paid service. Basically what they are is just knowledge tools that will help you understand and grow in your knowledge of a certain subject, and has enough knowledge for you to actually be able to find them. And now we go on to different types of online resources. Online resources are used a lot with multimedia that can enhance the teaching of many subjects, for example, to improve historical understanding by including archived footage from a famous events, or assisting language learners with embedded audio clips of native speakers to guide pronunciation. Another way that you could use multimedia would be obviously in like this virtual lab, which was provided to us by the University of Virginia, which is basically how semiconductors and transistors work. Which basically what it is that you would go through each one of these various steps, and that you could actually participate in how these different operations would actually work in an actual setting, and it would all be simulated and used through computer networks, and it would be all using multimedia. And basically what would happen is that it would simulate what was going to actually happen, and would just show you how it happened without actually having to use actual materials to actually use it. Some other labs that are used is a common one is that in biology or other health classes there would be many virtual labs with dissections of, like, say, a frog or a pig or something like that. And basically what it would be is that it's just a way for someone who is maybe not has access to all of these different materials to be able to do these things and actually understand them better by having a visual representation by using multimedia to understand how things work more effectively. Another thing that is very popular with multimedia, especially with the advent of Google Maps and Google Street View, is actually virtual field trips. Google Street View is just one of my favorite virtual field trips, quote unquote. And basically what it is that this is in the White House actually. And what you can do is if you go to the Google Maps and then you scroll all the way down. Oh, sorry. If you scroll all the way down into the White House, you can actually go into the White House and, quote unquote, walk around and be able to see what's there. As you can see, there is the piano here and the grand chandelier, and then you have the nice president's walkway, and it's just, you can see the whole thing, and it's very interesting because it feels like you're there, and obviously it gives people who maybe not have access to be able to go do these things to actually have access to go and do these things. And then so it's a virtual way of actually experiencing something without actually experiencing it. And then another virtual field trips. This is actually the Louvre in France, and as you can see, it's one of the largest. It's a large art gallery in all of France. And basically, what it is that it's the same thing as before, and it was all provided by Google. And what it is that Google has provided that you could go in and go look around. Again, this is just another way for people who are maybe not able to do these things to be able to go do them. Say you're a homeschool kid on a tight budget, you can go to Google Street View or other virtual software or virtual field trip materials that maybe are not as high quality as Google, but what you would basically do is that you would go to the street and you could actually experience these places. And say you just wanted to look around London, you can go down to the London Street View and you can look around. Obviously it's a little bit different than actually having a field trip, but it's just a limited capability that can help expand the knowledge and help the learning of the individual. Thank you, and this has been the sources provided were from Information Technology in a Global Society by Stuart Gray. Thank you, and have a great day.